solomon.com/tickets.
Take the hassle out of your next move. Solomon & Sons Relocation Services is focused on setting the standard for what a moving day should look like. Let us handle the details so you can focus on making memories in your new home. Solomon & Sons Relocation Services, a reputation you can trust.
Some places deserve more than just a lock and key. At Truman Security, we don't just protect your property, we deliver peace of mind. With over 20 years of experience, we understand that every location has unique vulnerabilities. Our licensed and insured team is highly trained and available 24/7 to meet your needs. Tailored solutions, trusted protection. Truman Security, your partner in safety.
Millions of people called us last year in their time of need. Injured, we became the largest injury law firm in the world for a reason. There's only one Morgan & Morgan.
Reach an audience beyond your circle. Advertising with 7 is the best way to get your business booming. The 7 sales team can put together a plan that's more affordable than you think. Contact them today at advertising@WSVN.com and see how 7 can work for you.
The weather station like us. 7 News 19. The weather station like us.
Now at 10. We are overwhelmed.
Chaos in Los Angeles. Protesters storming the streets against ICE raids.
ICE is out of control, and the federal government is out of control.
The president defending his decision to send in troops.
You have violent people, and we're not going to let them get away with it.
Travel ban in effect and creating a divide between families facing tough decisions.
Because you don't fix the problem, just isolate the people. You fix problems when you help people.
A high-rise and a construction site in Brickell turned crime scenes. The suspected gunman who police say shot teenagers in Lauderhill now faces a judge. And a not-so-black and white story, a rare pet airlifted home after more than a week on the lam.
When you alone, that's all. That's all. I can only give you country once.
And an actor known for his serious roles in cinema now enjoys the lighter side of the Tony Awards. Good morning, South Florida. Happy Monday. I'm Alex DeArmond.
And I'm Tavares Jones. Today in Florida at 10 starts now.
This is 7 News Today in Florida.
Here's a live view of Fort Lauderdale Beach on this Monday morning. Another warm start to our day. We hope you had a great weekend. Thanks for starting your work week with us.
Let's get you a check of area weather. Meteorologist Erica Delgado in the Plex with the first look at our forecast. Hey, Erica, good morning.
Hey, Tavares, Alex. We continue with mostly quiet conditions. We still have a layer of Saharan dust that's sitting over us, although it does continue to thin. And as it does so, it's going to bring some changes in our direction, which basically just means that a few more showers will be in the forecast beginning today. And we'll see that rising rain risk through the middle of the week. Not like last week, but we go back to normal for what's...
But it's like he's trying to run a one-man band out there. Behind his seat. And leave comments below. This is a make-or-break season for you. He's got an impact. Welcome back, all you beautiful people in attendance today to the show. We got a lot to talk about today. Wow, oh wow. People in the building right now, you will see the headlines. Obviously, a lot going on. Protesters, shit's getting a little violent. We're going to dive into that. Hope all of you had an excellent weekend. I know I did. Had a great time down here. Pops came to visit. I had people in the building right now. I'm taking a look at the chat. We got Mile High in the freaking building. One of our amazing freaking MVPs in the chat. I'm going to take a look at that. If you're watching live in the building, welcome back, everybody, to the Brandon Mason Show. And yes, we got a lot to talk about this morning. People coming into the building right now. I'm taking a look at all the names in the chat right now. If you're watching live, let me take a look. Brittany's in the chat right now. Pitbull Mama. We got Tracy in the freaking building. Mr. Manu, how are you? Let me scroll up. Jeff, Lee, Brenda, Lala in the house, Candy, RB. Let me go up here and say it again. Let me make sure I got these names like right in the chat right now. Let me scroll up. Derek's in the building. How are you feeling? Let me scroll. If you're watching live right now, smack that damn like button right now. Make sure you subscribe to one of the fastest growing YouTube channels out there right now. Hadassah in the building. How are you feeling? Pops in the house. Let me scroll on up and see who the hell is in here. By the way, Nathan in the building. Greatly appreciate all you beautiful people coming here early before the show starts. Let's dive into it right now because we got a lot to talk about. Is all I'm freaking telling you right now. Again, we appreciate Mile High, one of our MVPs, stepping into the house from the very beginning. We appreciate you joining our show every single day, by the way. And now we're back in effect. There's going to be a lot of people coming into the show today. Do not forget that. Let me show you at the bottom of the screen. Today, we're going to cover some important shit. People in the chat right now. ICE deporting a lot of people. Some people love it. Some people hate it. Let's not get our panties in a bunch. Let's all come together today and collectively explain proper reasons why, A, they should go, and if you believe the other side, B, why they should stay. Let's have a conversation today in the chat, all respect in the chat. If it gets a little argumentative with some people coming in, that's okay, as long as nobody's throwing profanity and crazy shit in there that we don't got to worry about. I don't care what people say about me. They can make fun of me. I don't give a damn. You guys know that. Let's dive into it right now. Let me show you. At the bottom of the screen, you see right there, what's it say? ICE raids, live updates. We got that. And then down there, deporting immigrants. Is it right? Is it wrong? And then we dive into Donald Trump plans to deport. And then we have protesters attack ICE raids. We're going to dive into that today. This shit's important. I got videos. You know I got videos to show you. I got a lot of shit that's going to pop up on the screen, people. And we're going to start right away with some of the shit that we got to show you on some videos. Excuse me, footage. Right here, I want to show you how things are happening. Also, we're going to show you the flip side, the contrary, how some people believe that they should stay and why they should stay. And we're going to go over both sides of that. And let me break it down, people. If you're coming to the chat right now, you know I greatly appreciate your messages, but I want to make sure that we all have the conversation this morning. Donald J. Plump in the building. Roger in the building. We appreciate you coming to the chat. All love. Everybody comes in. You know, I take a look at it. I'll read all your messages. I will not hold back. If there's something you want me to read, make sure you let me know, and I will explain it and ask you guys some questions. So if you're watching live right now, smack that damn like button right now and subscribe, baby, as we let all the people come to the chat. Now, let me scroll over. Let's start with some things going on. Let's take a look at this one to get started. Here's a clip. Let me know how you guys feel about this as we run it out. As you can see, that's what's starting up right now. We got tons of people, tons of protesters. And I'll tell you right now, take a look at that video right there. That one right there. It looks right there watching those people walk down the damn highway. It's like, okay, that protest doesn't seem violent. That seems okay. But they're in the middle of the highway. That's all I'm saying right now. I break it down. I tell you the truth. People coming into the building, I got to tell it like it is right now. If you're watching live in the chat, everybody watching, I need you guys to type something in the chat. Put immigrants in the chat. Everybody put immigrants. We got the conversation today. Put immigrants in the chat right now. Put illegal immigrants. Put immigrants. Put ICE. Put in the chat. Let everybody know what we're talking about this morning because it's about to get wild in here. It's about to ramp up. Family Guy in the building. Welcome back to the freaking show. By the way, all you beautiful people, I got to just post it. I got to press this damn screen. What the hell's going on?
Make some noise!
And if you're stressed out right now, sit back and do what?
Smoke weed every day.
If you just feel stressed out, I don't want you coming here stressed out. This is a place to come and hang out and have a good time and get what you got to get out there right now. Jared in the building, how you feeling? Welcome to the show. We see all the people coming in right now. Here we go. I'm going to show that clip one more time. This is just one quick clip. I got a bunch of them. Trust me, it's going to get wild in here. It's going to get wild in here. So if you're watching live right now, this is one that looks peaceful. We're starting off with the peaceful stuff right now. Now, as you know, this shit ramps up, okay? People in the chat. If they're gonna protest, right? They're gonna protest, that's okay. But they're in the middle of the highway. Starting with that. In the middle of the highway is not gonna work out. Why? That's where the hell people have to drive at, right? Let's be honest, people. In the chat right now, in the chat, let me know. I see people in Ice Baby in the chat right now. People coming into the building. Stacy, how you feeling? Jared, how the hell you feeling out there? Lala, Candy, Mile High in the chat right now if you're watching live. I want you to put in there, deport or no. In the chat right now, put deport or no, and it's okay. We all have reasons why, okay? There is no hate in here. I love everybody in the building. We all have different feelings. I'm going to tell you how I feel, and I'm going to explain to you why right now. Let's take a look. Now, I love all these beautiful people. I love all these Spanish people from anywhere they are in the world. I'm just using Spanish right now because that's what we're talking about. But there's people from all over the world coming in. It's not just Spanish people. So for some reason, people think that it's only Spanish people. It is not just Spanish people. It is a lot of people that come here illegally, correct? Am I right or wrong in the chat right now? Illegally. You know what I'm saying? You guys know they're coming here illegally. That is where the problem starts. Now, I'm going to make it clear. Before anybody gets mad about it, I'm going to tell you how I feel, and I'm going to break it down right now. I'm going to show you some more videos. Now, they're coming in here, and they do a great job. A lot of Spanish people, a lot of foreign, I will start with Spanish because they do a hell of a job working. Some of them are good. Some of them suck, but they work hard for the most part. Not saying everybody. They work hard. Now, the problem is we don't know who they are, right? That's the first thing. Democrats let them in. It was a campaign. It's how they ran their things. It's how they got a lot of votes, how they wanted to spin it. They didn't win. But again, people come to the chat. I got to tell it like it is. I got to show love in here to all you beautiful people, but I will break it down how the U.S. works. Even though we love all the beautiful people in here, people are going to be divided right at first. People are going to be divided. But in the chat, we are all together. Let me just say something right now. We got 100 people in the freaking building.
Make some noise!
I love everybody in here. All these beautiful countries. We can go down the list, all these Spanish countries, some amazing people out there. I got to start with that. Now, here's the problem, okay? We get to the safety. When they're coming into the country illegally, we just don't know where they're at, right? We don't know where they're at. If someone comes to your door and robs your house or steals your car, you got fingerprints, they got DNA, they got blood, they got all kind of shit that they can kind of track back, whatever, from your fingernail to whatever. But if you're from another country, we have no idea who that is, right? So these are some of the questions. Let me show you what's going on out there in the streets. What's happening right now? Take a look at this. Now, hold on a second, people. That looks like a freaking war zone. Does that not look like, and I'm not trying to make the comparison all the way. I know Ukraine is a hell of a lot worse. But does that not look like it's the middle of a war scene right there? Like it's like people throwing shit, shooting shit, firing stuff off. Shit's happening. These are protesters. You know what I'm saying? These are protesters. Now, here's the problem. Again, I love all these beautiful people coming in here. It's not that these people are bad people. And again, people in the chat from all over the world. We got Spanish people. We got Russian people. We got people from everywhere, from Ukraine. We got people all around the world. Canada, you can go over, out there from different parts of Asia and Africa, all in this country if they're here illegally. For some reason, every time someone says illegal, they think immigrants, Spanish. That's not the case. It's everywhere in the chat. I want you guys to understand something right now. The problem that America has is we just don't know who they are. And they're undocumented. If they showed up, they went through the process, things would be different. Now, it is very hard to go through the process. I'm not sitting here telling you that it's easy to do. I'm not sitting here telling you, hey, if I was from that country, that I would come over and do it a certain kind of way. I'm just telling you the right way to do the shit would not be showing up, hiding out, because then you're going to get arrested. You're going to get deported. And now, again, this is what's happening. I got a bunch of videos. This is just the one we just saw, but take a look. Now, here's the thing. Here's what I want to tell you. People in the chat right now, if you voted for Trump, put Trump in the chat. If you did not put no, that's okay. We love everybody in here, okay? People that are coming into the building right now, I greatly appreciate everybody. We'll start with that. People coming to the chat right now. You see what's going on, right? You see what's going on. Again, I'm not going to offend anybody that comes in here. This has nothing to do with any culture. This isn't a certain race. This is just the fact that if you come here illegally, right, the problem is it's illegal. Like that's the whole thing. It is illegal. It's not that we don't want great people here. Okay, I'm going to start with that. I love every freaking country in the world that have good people. I have to say that on here so you guys all understand. I have family, white, black, Spanish. I have family all over the place. And everybody that I in my family, there's some great people. There's some wild ones out there. There's ones got to keep an eye on. You know what I'm saying? But I will tell you, people in the chat right now, you can get a feel for what's starting to happen, right? Protesters stepping in the street. Some of the stuff's happening. They have to do something about this because you can't have police officers in the street and get. Can you imagine if they were in another country right now? Can you imagine if they were in another country and they were smashing police cars? Like, can you imagine? Go to Russia and start smashing police cars. Go to Mexico. Go anywhere. Go to any place, start smashing police cars. They'll cut your fingers off. Go to China and start smashing police cars, right? And you will see what happens. One more, take a look at this, and I got a lot of clips. One more time, take a look at this one more time before I show you all these other clips. But again, they said protesters are out there. They said it's a peaceful protest in the streets. And I said, I don't think so. Now, I had to show you. Now, I have a bunch of videos coming up, some new ones you haven't seen. Now, here's the thing, people watching live in the building right now. We have to understand the reality. We understand that we do not want people to get hurt. We don't want kids coming over here from other countries and losing their parents. I got a whole sheet of paper here, right? And instead of coming up here and doing everything in my head, I want to write it down. I'm going to start taking the script out of some, the older generation's handbook, right? Writing shit down, doing shit right? Going back to the founding fathers, how the hell they did shit, writing stuff on freaking graves, writing stuff on paper. We got to do it right, okay? Now, here's the thing. All these raids are happening. Families are getting split up, right? And I saw a message in the chat. Candy said there's some people out there, Americans that are protesting. Of course, a lot of Americans are protesting. A lot of Spanish people are protesting, right? People that live here that are Spanish and from all different countries. We're using Spanish because that's what people are highlighting, saying Spanish people. But it's everybody. It's not just Spanish people. And yes, there are Americans in there that are doing this because they're protesting. A lot of, I hate to say this, but a lot of Democrats are doing it. And I believe there are Republicans as well that also have hard feelings about this. It's not just Democrats, but I will say more Democrats than Republicans in this position. But I'm taking a look at it, and they're violently attacking police cars. That's not going to work, is all I'm telling you. Let's take a look at this. We have a military Black Hawk helicopter unloading weapons and ammunition in a downtown LA to take care of business. Take a look at this.
It's a surreal sight. This Black Hawk moved in just in the last few minutes from the Border Patrol, landing at that Homeland Security office on the Paramount side, right next to the Home Depot, and they are unloading this huge helicopter with, just boxes and boxes, dozens of boxes of ammunitions, less lethal weaponry. You see these tanks with flammable labels on the side, one after another, an entire shipment, as if they were getting ready for some kind of a major battle. It really has to be said, this is a remarkable sight. In the middle of a suburban street here where they are just unloading all of these weapons, carts full of boxes and flammable weaponry. So you can see that it just made its own parking spot there in the parking lot of that Homeland Security office on the other side of the river where all of this is taking place, and just a few blocks from that Home Depot and right across the freeway from where that car fire was just a few blocks away, and the protesters and Sheriff's Department had been squaring off. But this site here at the Homeland Security office of these federal officials unloading dozens of boxes of weapons and ammunition is just quite a sight to behold here. Something I really don't recall ever seeing here. Guys, back to you.
Now, here's the thing. A lot of people, if you have a heart at all, right? If you're watching live right now and you have a heart at all, first off, in the building, put where you're from. Put your state in the chat right now. How you feel? Mr. Tibbs in the building. Welcome to the show. Everybody watching live right now in the chat, put where you are from. Drop your states right now, please. Look, I'm talking about this for a minute. I want to tell you guys something. I understand a lot of people in here will be like, yes, no, yes, no. Stealing man in the building. How you feeling? Let me say your name's D. Michael's in the house. How are you feeling? Welcome to the show. Look, people that come into the chat, you got to understand where we're coming from. Brian in the house. How are you? Brenda, what's going on? RB. Hadassah, Jenna in the building. Look at all these states coming into the chat right now. We're talking about this for a reason, okay? Libra Star, Mallory, how you feeling? Martin, what's going on? I'm taking a look at all the names coming into the chat right now. I got a bunch of monitors here. I'm reading. Listen, what I'm telling you is this. Trump is the president of the United States. We have illegal immigrants here. What is he supposed to do? Like, let's just say, for instance, Kamala Harris was in the building, right? Let's just say Kamala Harris was in the building. What is she supposed to do? They're illegal. Like, that's what I'm saying. Why don't you take your ass to another country and see what happens? Go stay over there in another country past your time expiration date. You will get your ass kicked out. Like, people think in their mind you can just go everywhere. You can't go everywhere. So Trump is doing what every other country's doing right now, and then he gets ridiculed. So I'm trying to ask people, what is it supposed to do? Of course I feel bad. I don't want to see people get hurt. I don't want to see, these immigrants leaving. They're leaving from a horrible country. I get it, where shit is bad, coming here. They want to be saved. They want to be in a comfortable position. That we want to have faith in humanity to help people. Yes, I understand that. But the reality is it's illegal, right? That's what we got to get to. It is illegal. So I got to ask people in the chat right now. Again, one more time. Deport or let them stay? In the chat, let me see. I'll tell you how I feel. I feel bad. 1,000% I feel bad, but they got to be deported. Why? It's illegal. We don't know who they are. They're wandering around. We have no idea what's going on. I feel bad. Let me say that. I feel bad. I don't want any child to come here and then have to go back where they hate it, or any family that's leaving, a bad place to come here and then they got to go back and they hate it. I feel bad. It's not that. I understand why. But then you get people in the building. Let me see. Deport or keep? I see people coming into the building right now. See, there we go. We got people going, I feel bad, but I get it, right? Now let's take a look. We got to have people coming to the chat saying the opposite. Now let's go up here. Let's take a look. Donald J. Plump says, watch Brandon Mason support military police state. Makes no sense. Donald J. Plump, you got to come into the building. What more now? If you say a whole bunch of craziness, we're not even going to read your messages anymore. I want to give you the love and appreciation for coming in because I want to read your messages, but I don't understand what you're saying. He said, before Trump, we didn't compare ourselves to other countries. Other countries compared themselves to us. That's not true at all. Other countries started basically running over us because we were taking their shit, like China and all that, and we started dealing with them and listening to them and trading with them, and now we're standing up for ourselves. So that's not correct. But I will say this. I do appreciate your message, and I will read them on here. The message that has been said on here, of course, in the chat right now, people are coming in saying, look, we got to deport them. That we don't want to, right? If you got a heart, you're like, look, they got to go. We don't want them to go. We feel bad, but they got to go because it's illegal, right? Plump comes into the building and says a whole bunch of nothing. He can't destroy anything in a debate. That's why he doesn't call in. And if he wants to call in, he can call in. If you have a computer, get on your computer. We can call in right now. If you have a computer, you can call in right now. I would love to hear your debate on why. And again, I have a lot of Spanish friends. I got friends from all over the world, not just Spanish, but we're talking about that right now. I got friends from all over the world. I got family that's Spanish. And I know that we've been here in this position several times. We've been in this position several times where we look at people, go friends and family, like this is a tough situation. But in the reality, we got to look at what's actually going on with America. Trump's in office. These are illegal people. Like that's what it is. They're in the building. They're illegal. They got to go. It's not that we want kids to go. I got a paper here that I want to ask you guys something that's difficult. Families being split up, very difficult. The next thing is relationships with an illegal immigrant. Can you imagine? This is a tough one. You're in a relationship. You got a girlfriend, right? And she's got to be deported. That's a tough situation. You got a boyfriend. He's got to be deported. That's a tough situation, no doubt. We'd all be sitting here going, shit, I don't like this now. I get that. But we got to go back to the guidelines and feel what's actually going on because they don't want to be in a bad situation. They come here for help. We want to open our arms. The problem is it's not like, hey, there's 10 people coming over here or 100 or even 1 million people coming here. It's millions and millions of people, and there's no way to enforce proper protocol. Now, let me show some more videos real quick. I want you guys to see some more clips. But before we get into that, or actually after this clip, I'm going to explain something else to you. Take a look at this clip right here. They said, again, it's peaceful, but take a look at it.
shot you in the head? You all right?
I'm going to show that video again in a second. I'm reading your message. Donald J. Plump said, you don't understand that military and police we pay for shouldn't be used against taxpayers. That's not correct. They are not against taxpayers. They are against illegal people. They're trying to get them out. And so taxpayers are stepping up and protesting, trying to stop it. So therefore, they are trying to enforce that to make sure they can do the proper protocol. Donald J. Plump, don't even worry about calling in. You're going to waste your time. People in the chat right now, to even read that message against taxpayers. We are taxpayers here. Most of us voted for Trump. So the taxpayers, I would say, are leaning toward them being deported. And again, I'm not sitting up here saying they should be deported. I'm not saying that. I'm actually saying I feel bad. I'm actually saying I wish they could stay. It's just impossible to let all these people stay because I'm not going to say Democrats. I'm going to say this. When Joe Biden was in office and Kamala Harris was the border czar and she was supposed to protect our country, she let millions of people in here. So all these people came in here illegally. They're all here. And Trump's like, you're illegal. You got to go. That's very, very bad for our country. Do you not understand that? And again, I love people from all over the world. Got to make that clear. But the reality is, if it's illegal, they got to go. That's the reality. You do something illegal, you got to go. Now, when they all get here, by the way, I will tell you this. On a positive note, they are hard workers. Very hard workers. They work for a lot less pay. They help companies here thrive a little bit because why? They work for less money. They get a lot of work done. They take jobs away from Americans. Do they honestly take jobs, though? That's the question. And I got to speak on the other side now. Americans, I'm not going to say that we're lazy, but I will say that we all believe we should be like, I got a suit on, I should make money, right? But the reality is these people from all over the world are coming here, and they're working harder for less money. They're getting jobs done. And Americans, if we want to deport them, we have to step up and handle business, though. Like as Americans, if we're going to deport all these people, we have to step up and work harder. That's all I'm saying. And again, I tell it like it is in the chat. I don't bullshit in here. I don't come in here and mess around and yada, yada, yada. By the way, Donald J. Plump, come on, man. You think all these illegal people are paying taxes? I have so many people that come to my house when you're trying to hire companies to do stuff. All these people, they're not paying taxes. They don't even know. They don't even have an idea. They have nothing. They're just here making money. And again, I'm giving you the pros and the cons here. But some of the pros to them are, again, they work hard. If you go to Home Depot, they'll be sitting outside. You can pick them up. They'll do work at your house for nothing. You kind of feel bad. Like, hey, I'll do this. I'll paint your fence. I'll cut your grass. All this $50. And then they started getting greedy. They went from $100 to do this to $200 to now they're almost American wages, some of them. And the problem is now, Americans, if they get deported, we got to be willing to step up and get shit done. Americans in the chat. You guys know what I'm saying. Let's watch this clip one more time.
Hey, what happened to you, bro?
They hit me with a rubber bullet.
They shot you in the head? You all right?
And what I don't get is this. There are certain things you can agree on with your president and certain things you disagree. Everybody, you can agree with something, disagree. Then there's some people, they only agree with Republican or only agree with Democrat. Like I said this, Trump can cure cancer and a Democrat will go, he's an asshole. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so Donald J. Plump just said in the building, January 6th during Trump. Okay, what happened to those people? A lot of those people got arrested, right? What did they do, Donald J. Plump? What happened to those people that were breaking in there? Those guys got arrested. They were in jail for a while. A lot of them got pardoned when Trump got in. Did they not get arrested? So all these people out here causing violence and breaking shit and hitting police cars, you just basically said they should all be arrested. Correct? That's what you just said. Now, let's take a look at this for a second. I want to take a look at this for 1 minute. The administration here. Take a look. What do you guys think about this video? Take a look.
And as far as releasing so many people, you know why the Biden administration released millions of people in the United States? No one ever talks about it. I'll talk about it. Why did they release people into the interior of the United States and put them, rather than put them into an ice bed? Why not put them in an empty ice bed at $127 a night rather than in a hotel room at $500 a night? They did it on purpose. Because when you put them in an ice detention bed, they get a hearing in 35 days. Court records show 9 out of 10 people claim asylum, get order removal, they're gone. But if you release them and put them in a hotel room at $500 a night, their hearings could be 5, 7, 9 years if you pull out all appeals. And what are they hoping for then? That another Democrat administration is in power. They can award an amnesty to millions. This is about selling this country out for future political power. That's what it was. The law clearly says if you arrive at our border without proper documentation, you shall be detained. Not maybe, not think about it, shall. And that's what President Trump's doing. Catch and release is over. That's what the law says, and that's what we've done.
So that is the question. This is the law, people. And we can all have big hearts in here, right? But let's be honest. If you voted for Trump, put Trump in the chat right now. If you did not, put USA. That's okay if you did not. But let's watch that quick video right there. Explains a lot. Trump is doing what reality. I'm not talking about the economy right now. I'm not talking about anything else. I'm talking about illegal immigrants in the country right now. Vivian in the building. How are you feeling? People in the chat right now. By the way, I don't care who you voted for. I love and appreciate you coming in. And Donald J. Plump, we appreciate, even though we disagree on a lot of things, we appreciate what you're saying if you come in and give the situation. But let's be honest. Watch this video. Open your ears. Listen to what this man is saying. You got to hear this.
And
shit.
as far as releasing so many people, you know why the Biden administration released millions of people in the United States? No one ever talks about it. I'll talk about it. Why did they release people into the interior of the United States and put them, rather than put them into an ice bed? Why not put them in an empty ice bed at $127 a night rather than in a hotel room at $500 a night? They did it on purpose. Because when you put them in an ice detention bed, they get a hearing in 35 days. Court records show 9 out of 10 people claim asylum, get order removal, they're gone. But if you release them and put them in a hotel room at $500 a night, their hearings could be 5, 7, 9 years if you pull out all appeals. And what are they hoping for then? That another Democrat administration is in power. They can award an amnesty to millions. This is about selling this country out for future political power. That's what it was. The law clearly says if you arrive at our border without proper documentation, you shall be detained. Not maybe, not think about it, shall. And that's what President Trump's doing. Catch and release is over. That's what the law says, and that's what we've done.
So this is what the law says, and that's what they're doing. And I hate, again, I feel bad, but this is the reality. Let me read some of your message right now. Jenna said, Brandon, why can't Trump work hard to find a pathway to citizenship? I would support mass deportation more if he was actively trying to create pathway. That, you know what? That's a good question. And the problem that we have with that, Jenna, is that there's so many people here right now. He didn't step in the office, like I said, and there was 10 busloads of people. We have millions and millions and millions that the Democrats let in here for whatever their agenda was. Why would anybody do that? And I just pinned a message to the top before, and it says right there, straight up. By the way, Donald J. Plump said it's propaganda, one-sided. Completely not true. I just explained here that it's the law, so they have to be deported, but I feel terrible. And I also explained, let me tell you why Donald J. Plump is a joke. Now we know. I just explained how they are some amazing people. They work hard, probably harder than all Americans. They show up, they work for less money. And I said, if they're going to deport them, America has to know you got to step up, you got to work hard, and you got to understand you're going to make less money, and you got to be a harder worker like those people are. So I just supported them and said how great some of them are. Great. Now, they're not all great. There's some bad people that come in this damn building. I will tell you that right now. There's some bad people that come into this country, rather, and they do some bad things, and we don't know who they are. And this is not just Spanish people in the chat right now. Donald J. Plump, you make no sense. That's why we're not calling you in live. You're going to be an embarrassment to conversation coming in here. At least say things that make sense. You already said that we're going against people that pay taxes. The people are trying to take people out that are illegal. So because they are illegal, they have to go. And the people that are stepping in front of that have a problem in the building. All right. So you know what? No, let's call you in. You know what? Matter of fact, here, let's call Plump into the building since he wants to come in. I can't wait to hear this. Hold on a second, Plump. Stay right there. Let me get you called in. Hold on one second. Everyone watching live, we're going to call Donald J. Plump in the building. We're going to drop it in there and make sure that you can call in. Make sure you got your computer live because we're going to call you into the screen so you can actually hear everything. Give me 1 second while we call you in right here. Everyone watching live right now, watch this quick video real quick one more time while I set that up. Here's another video for you too. Take a look at this one. They said that it was an easy thing. Take a look at this while I get him set up.
Fuck you! You're coming the fuck up! Fuck you!
I mean, if you think about it, that's just craziness. You know what I mean? It's just craziness. And, for me, it's a tough situation. So here, let's do it right here. Let's get him called into the show here. Donald J. Plump, go to that right now. And I'm going to give you the password right now so you can call into the show. You must have a laptop computer here to call in. You must have a laptop computer. We're going to have Donald J. Plump call into the show right now so we can hear his take on this, and we'll give him the respect to hear him out. Right now, Donald J. Plump, right now you see the website is right there. Let me pin it to the top real quick so we can make sure that you get it right there. It is vmixcall.com. Make sure you go there right now, Plump, and I'm going to put in for you here the password. No one call in. This is just for Donald J. Plump to call into the show because you guys want to hear it. Bang, there's the password. You can call into the show. You must have a computer right now. Donald J. Plump, call into the show. We will get you in right now, and I'm going to get you all set up so we can get you live into the building right now. Let me pull up a couple frames here for you. There we go. Had to get this all set up because I wasn't set up in there to have him on there, but now we do. So let me just stack that up. Here we go. Donald J. Plump, you are going to call into the building right now. If you're watching live, we're going to add him to the show right now. So you can now, he can call in right now. He has the link. He could pop into the building right now at any given time. So you guys know he has the link. And when he calls in, and it works for sure for all computers and laptops. So if he calls in, we will see him live in the chat. And until then, we will wait and see what he does. People in the chat right now, put deport or put USA in the chat right now, people. If you want to deport, no, put deport or put no in the chat right now. Put it in the chat right now. Put deport or put no. And right now, we'll wait on Donald J. Plump to call into the show. We want to hear what he has to say live in the building right now. He is all set up, people. So if he doesn't call into the show, we already know that he just did not want to. You know what I'm saying in the chat right now? Here we go. Let me just check something real quick. We got the positions lined up. We are good to go. People in the chat right now, if you're watching live in the building right now, we are just waiting for a live caller to pop into the chat. He is set up to go right now in the position. Let me take a look at real quick. Box 2. Here we go. Let me see. Yeah, he is all set. So he can call in right now, and he will be able to be live as soon as he wants to actually accept the deal. He said he wanted to call in so bad, and I know that it works, people. So if he doesn't call into the show, he's just BSing and he's scared to call in. So, and he is all set. So we have, and just so you guys know, I'll show you right now. Bang, here's the screen. I'm up here. As soon as he calls in, he'll be right at the bottom of the screen right there. So you guys know that it is all set up. I am live right here. When he connects and puts a password in, he'll be right down below me, and we can hear what he's got to say in the chat right now. But before we get to that, obviously, we're waiting on him. Let's get everything else set up right here. And let's take a look at this. This was interesting, people. This was interesting. I want you guys to hear this. The superintendent got up there and he said, you know what? I was an immigrant, and I kind of feel for this. But take a look at this one and get your thoughts on this, because this is a true feeling. But let's take a look.
And I want to confess to you, for those of you who may not know, I would be a hypocrite if I did not fight for those who today are facing conditions that over 40 years I faced as an undocumented migrant to this country. I want to repeat that. I would be the biggest hypocrite in the world, regardless of my position today, if today I did not fight for those who find themselves in the same predicament I faced over 40 years ago when I arrived in this country at the age of 17 as an undocumented immigrant. Education made me and saved me. I became a teacher, a principal, a superintendent leading the nation's largest districts, 4 times selected as National Superintendent of the Year. Do not underestimate the power of the immigrant child who may very well become an adult who does well and good by America. If I come across with a certain degree of contempt and anger, I am. Because Monday, actions were taken in this community that have no place in our city, in our state, or across America. I'm still mystified as to how a first, second, third, fourth, or sixth grader would pose any type of risk to the national security of our nation that would require Homeland Security to deploy its agents to 2 elementary schools.
Well, if that's the case, and we've been waiting for Plum to call in to the show this whole time. But, he'll come back in, and again, and he always comes in every day, so I apologize. But I had it all set up for him, as you can see. Not bullshit. And I got it all set up. If you have a computer or laptop, anybody can call in right now to the show, and we can hear you live on the platform right here. You guys can join us at any given time. We're going to get it all set up. So when he does come back in, or when we figure that out, we'll get it done. But, here's the problem. And I wrote all this stuff down on a piece of paper. And again, I have more stuff on here. It is easy for me to get up here, and easy for all of us in this country to get up there initially and just say, you know what? They all got to be deported, right? And you don't hear me getting on here fired up about it and be like, oh, get them out. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is I understand the situation that we're put in this country, and I see that there's some great people over there that want to come into this country. But Donald Trump has things that he has to take care of. You know what I'm saying? And he plans to deport people if they are here illegally. And that is the problem. If they're here illegally, then they just got to go. It's not that we want that to happen. It is not fair to our country if we just, start accepting everyone and anyone at any given time. And the people that want to call into the show, we are set up live now. We are set up in the building for people to call in. You must have a computer or a laptop to call in. We're going to start having that set up on a daily basis. Even tomorrow, we're going to have a lot of people calling into the building. And again, I always call a spade in here. You never see me come in here and badmouth people. I try to give it to you what the reality looks like. But this, whether or not you believe it's good or not, this should not happen.
So many people. You know why the Biden administration released millions of people in the United States? No one ever talks about it. I'll talk about it. Why did they release people into the interior of the United States and put them, rather than put them into an ice bed? Why not put them in an empty ice bed at $127 a night rather than in a hotel room at $500 a night? They did it on purpose, because when you put them in ice detention bed, they get a hearing in 35 days. Court records show 9 out of 10 people claim asylum, get order removal, they're gone. But if you release them and put them in a hotel room at $500 a night, their hearings could be 5, 7, 9 years if you pull out all appeals. And what are they hoping for then? That another Democrat administration is in power. They can warrant amnesty to millions. This is about selling this country out for future political power. That's what it was. The law clearly says if you arrive at our border without proper documentation, you shall be detained. Not maybe, not think about it, shall. And that's what President Trump's doing. Catch and release is over. That's what the law says, and that's what we've done.
And we got to think about something. Let's just get to the reality, though. Like, let's be real why this is happening. There is a massive safety issue in the country, right? I talk about things on here all the time, sports, entertainment. You guys know, and I got to give it to you straight. I think so far in the building, I've only been looking at both sides here, right? I'm not just going, deport. You don't hear me saying that or saying they should stay. I'm saying, look at what's really happening, right? If you're in the chat right now and you understand where I'm coming from, put a Y in the chat right now if you think I'm being as unbiased as I can right now. Put a Y in the chat if you're with me right now, because I'm not trying to not be. And again, Dr. Whom, whatever, like Russia, paid by Russian asset. I mean, come on, man. This is the kind of dumb shit that you say stuff like that people, you're discredited because you're talking out the side of your mouth to make no sense. I want you to come in and give honest feedback so I could pin it, so I can communicate with you, right? That's the whole point. There's to be a part of this community and do what we do on a daily basis, whether it's sports, entertainment, the NFL, all this shit throughout the whole season. Sunny Ray in the building, Dad Bod in the building. I know how you feel about the Dad Bod. I know what happens. I feel you. People come into the chat. I greatly appreciate you all the time. Big Bill. I do what it takes to be real, right? Like, I'm not in here claiming something that doesn't make sense. Here we go again. What's the exchange rate, rubles to dollars, Brandon? Like, come on, man. Like, the problem is you have an issue with your life and you come in here and you say nothing. I want to read your information. I really want to desperately because I appreciate you, but I just don't. When you say stupid shit, I just can't even entertain your, never mind. So at the end of the day, when I take a look at what's going on, I think all of us have big hearts in here, a lot of people in here, and I think all of us actually agree that it would be nice for all these people to stay if we knew who they were, if they came legally. They are very scared to come in here. Here's the reality, though. They can't come legally because it won't happen fast enough. And where they live, they come from a shitty place, most of them. So I get it. If I'm on the other side, I got other videos and clips. I got pictures of them, trying to pour over the wall, trying to get there, trying to get to where they can cross the border, all these things. And we have military. Right? This is who we appreciate more than anything. We appreciate our military. We appreciate these people that protect our country on a daily basis. We appreciate the people that are going to get out there and put their lives on the line for us to live the way we live and continue to do what we do on a daily basis. Because let me tell you something. A lot of people in here, we don't wake up on an everyday basis, you know what I'm saying, dealing with this kind of shit here.
What happened to you, bro? They hit me with a rubber bullet. They shot you in the head? You all right?
This is like, from a movie that we like, I'm showing you this stuff and I hate to laugh about it, but the reality is people have lost their minds, and I get, I had a guy doing work at my house. He said, I can't show up because my friend was deported and I got to go help my friend. And he didn't do my house. He's like, I'm not helping your house out because I got to go to, and I said, damn, that sucks, right? It starts to affect people little by little. And I get it. But the reality is this is the law, right? They're here illegally. There's a safety issue. And we really do want them to be here legally. And again, it is very difficult to be here legally in this country. And guess what? It's difficult everywhere. If you were to, like I said, if you were to take a trip, why don't you get on a plane and go fly? Why don't you go to the Bahamas right now? Show up without a passport. Go to the Bahamas right now. Right across the water from Miami. Go to the Bahamas. You get to the Bahamas, they're going to be like, where's your passport? Why are you here? How long are you staying? When you leave? What are you taking back with you? You can't just go there and hang out and just live there and whatever. You can't do that. And so people come into the chat, that is why they got to go. Not because Brandon said they got to go. not because anybody in our chat in our community said they got to go, not because anybody that Mesa Mob said they got to go, not even because people, your neighbor said they got to go. They got to go because it's the law, and that's why they got to be deported. And unfortunately, Kamala Harris, Joe Biden, say both of them together, they set these poor people up for failure by letting them all in here. That's the reality, okay? They let all these people come in here, and then Trump stepped in the office and had to deport them. That's the problem. It isn't like they showed up under Trump's watch and are leaving under Trump's watch. Well, some of them did. Hold on a second. Let me rewind. Some of them came here during Trump's administration. Obviously, they come all the time illegally. They try to get in here, but not because he wanted them to come in here. Kamala Harris and Joe Biden allowed them to come in here, millions and millions of them to get in here and also start building their whole world or whatever. And then Trump gets in office and goes, you got to go. And Trump's the bad guy, right? That's the problem. By the way, I have it set up live in the building right now. You can see for live callers that want to come in, it is right here set up so you guys know if you have a computer or laptop, whatever, not a cell phone, computer, laptops, it is way clear. It's way smoother. That's who we want to call in, people that can come on here in the building. If you got your cell phone, it's kind of hard to see and kind of hard to get the connection for the sound and all that. So it is here. I will tell you guys this. We're going to finish a few minutes early today, but I want you guys to hear this one message one more time. By the way, when Donald J. Plump comes into the building, he's going to say, you timed me out. I didn't do that. So I did not kick him out of there. So no fucks given. He put... Love that. These names are great. John, welcome to the show. Vivian, if I didn't say your name. Peter, meet in the building. We appreciate you. Chrome in the building. How you feeling? Welcome to the show, everybody. We greatly appreciate you. A lot of things are happening. You know what I'm saying? A lot of things are happening. And have you seen the Golden Dome? I showed you the video of the Golden Dome, what Trump is trying to do, create the Golden Dome. Wants to protect America. And that's the problem. Like, how do you protect America without people getting upset? Like, what are we supposed to do as a president? Like, he's in there right now, right? He's trying to do what the law is, and they're hating on him for that too. Like, it doesn't matter what he does, they're going to say something. Now, I get it. If it's someone in there you don't like or you don't want to be in there, I get it. You have a bad taste in your mouth. But putting America first should be every single president's, that's what you're supposed to do as a president of the United States of America, is to put them first. But let's watch this message one more time as well. If you're just joining us, watch this, because this does touch the heart a little bit. Let's take a look at this. We got to do both sides. Take a look.
And I want to confess to you, for those of you who may not know, I would be a hypocrite if I did not fight for those who today are facing conditions that over 40 years I faced as an undocumented migrant to this country. I want to repeat that. I would be the biggest hypocrite in the world, regardless of my position today, if today I did not fight for those who find themselves in the same predicament I faced over 40 years ago when I arrived in this country at the age of 17 as an undocumented immigrant. Education made me and saved me. I became a teacher, a principal, a superintendent leading the nation's largest districts, 4 times selected as National Superintendent of the Year. Do not underestimate the power of the immigrant child who may very well become an adult who does well and good by America. If I come across with a certain degree of contempt and anger, I am.
I get that message, and I do get it from him as a person in power, someone who, going through the legal system and being in the government or whatever in politics. All that. I do understand that, but the reality is the reality. If you're here for the first time, Pipple Mama said, if you're here for the first time, we get ready to end our show today. Put first time in the chat. We want to shout you out. If you subscribed today, let us know you subscribed. Rocco in the building, I greatly appreciate you. I'm looking at the building of some new people as well that are not here all the time. If you're here every day, I greatly appreciate you guys. Libra Star, he went missing. I don't know what happened. Big Bill, Mallory, we greatly appreciate you. Make sure you join our show on a daily basis. We cover everything right here. We do the live games in here. We have a lot of Jenna. We greatly appreciate you all. People, everybody in the chat, say what's up to Mallory. Say what's up to Jenna, please. No fucks given. Say what's up to him as well. Appreciate you so much. Say what's up to them right now. It's so important. Every day we have hundreds and sometimes thousands of people on our live stream. We greatly appreciate everybody that comes in here. You guys are the reason why we're building. You guys are the reason why we're growing so fast. And you guys are all the reason why we have over almost 63,000 subscribers to this show right now. I'm taking a look at it. And yes, we will have a lot more people coming into the building. Let me see where we are at right now. We started off the show today at 62,800. We're at 62,869. So we gained almost 70 more subscribers today. I greatly appreciate everyone that's joining our show. And it is so important to see both sides. Thank you, Jenna. It is so important to see both sides because you know what? This world was founded by people that came into this country. And then we have to look at the laws right now. If you break the law, it is what it is. We don't like it sometimes, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? People in the live stream, I greatly appreciate you. Make sure you join our show Monday through Friday. Dorothy, we love and appreciate you. Thanks so much. A lot happened today, and I was kind of reconnecting it. And then we had to wait a little bit for Donald J. Plump to call into the show. Again, if you're watching live, get your computers out there, please. Get your computers, get your laptops if you can watch the show. A lot of us are on our phones at work, mobile devices. I get it. But if you have a computer or a laptop, right here, you can call in every single day. We're going to have live callers from our community, people coming in. We have special guests that will join our show as well. We're in the vertical format right now. When we go out to the horizontal form, and you guys will be able to see the whole screen here and the whole set, you're going to see me on the side, big screen with videos playing on the other side. It's going to be really, really cool. You guys are going to really, really love what we do. And again, if you're on one side or the other side, I don't care. All of you are great to me. You guys join our show. If you disagree with me, that is completely okay. If you do agree, that is great too. I don't look at anybody any different. I just want to explain what I believe to be correct. And from an unbiased perspective, being biracial, white, black in here, I can kind of see both things. And also, I have friends. I have a lot of cousins, Spanish community, everything in the building. So all love to you, beautiful people, all shapes and walks of life in here. We have people that come here on a daily basis that have great jobs. Some have no jobs. Some are handicapped in the chat. Some are elderly. Some are young. Some are all different people in here, white, black, Spanish, different coverage. And I just want to tell you, from the bottom of my heart, we greatly appreciate you. You guys are the reason why we do what we do. Tomorrow morning, I'll be live for the show in the morning. I believe we'll have a Diddy update tomorrow morning, which is going to be out of control. And I want people to call in tomorrow. So if you have your computers or laptops, have them open tomorrow for the show. If you don't and you're on your phone, that is okay too. Listen in, and we greatly appreciate you. Have a great rest of your day. Let me end the poll before Pippa Mama, our beautiful moderators in the chat. Tracy, Pippa Mama, Candy, we love and appreciate you so much. Thank you for coming in here and taking care of what we have to on a daily basis. You guys make this wonderful. You guys come in here and make it great, and you make sure that we are controlled in the chat. So as I sign off right now, tomorrow's going to be a lot of people in the chat. I have a lot more videos to show you, but I'm going to sign off. I have to get to some stuff and take care of today. But again, guys in the chat, RB, Derek, you're here all the time. Thank you so much. Jeff Lee, Nathan, I can't thank you guys enough. Stacy, can't thank you enough. You're here every freaking day. Obviously, Pip Mama, Philip, greatly appreciate you here every damn day in the chat. Listen, you guys are building a community amongst yourself. I think we're making friends in here. People are going on dates in here. Will.i.am is in the building. Thank you. Hadassah in the building. Deborah, newbie in the chat. We greatly appreciate you so much. And again, on both sides, I don't care where you come from. Greatly appreciate you. Tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. Remember, we're here for the game when we get back to the Pacers and OKC live right here. We're here. The NFL season is just around the corner. Do not forget, Peter and me, greatly appreciate you so much. Thank you. Join our show every day, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Crow, we cannot forget you, Crow.
Make some noise!
Brenda, we love and appreciate you so much. Thank you. As we get ready to sign off right now, greatly appreciate every single one of you. Have a great rest of your day, getting started into the week. Roll through and be safe. If you have Instagram, add me on Instagram. Please go do the add me on Instagram. Brandon Mason Show on Instagram, also on TikTok. Do not forget to add me on there so we can connect on a daily basis. Join the Mason Mob, become part of our show, and get ready because football season is going to be crazy in here. And on top of that, the special guests call it in. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see all you guys tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. All love to you.
My style from my friends at Rooms to Go.
Hey, it's RV Harvey.
Guilty as charged.
Good weekend in the RV?
How was the lake?
RV. Catch any walleye?
This is getting out of hand. All I ever wanted was to be the cool boss with an RV and a fun nickname. Now I have to know what a walleye is?